Duplicate records. They are more dangerous than they look. A pipeline can finish successfully, the dashboard can load, every job can show green, and your numbers can still be wrong. One of the most common reasons is simple: duplicate records. Hello everyone, welcome back to BricksNotes. I'm Kriti. Today, we're going to understand why duplicate records are more dangerous than they look, where they come from, and how data engineers should handle them. Let us start with a simple example. Imagine your orders table contains this: Order 101, amount $100, but because of a retry, the same order arrives twice. Now, your table has two rows for order 101. Nothing crashes, the schema is valid, the pipeline completes, but when finance calculates revenue, that $100 order becomes $200. That is what makes duplicates dangerous. They often do not create technical failures. They create business failures. So where do duplicates come from? One common source is ingestion retries. A source sends a batch. The pipeline receives it, but fails before confirming success. The source sends the same batch again. Now the same records may exist twice. Another source is event systems. A click, payment, or order event may be delivered more than once. Many distributed systems guarantee at least once delivery. That means duplicates are not unusual. They are something your pipeline must expect. Duplicates can also come from multiple source systems. Imagine the same customer order arrives from an e-commerce platform and a marketplace integration. The records may look slightly different, but they represent the same business event. Another common cause is joins. Suppose one customer has 3 addresses. You join the customer table to the address table. One customer row becomes 3 rows. If you later sum customer level revenue, your total may triple. That is not a source duplicate. It is a duplicate created by the data model. This connects directly with our recent video, What is the Grain? Before removing duplicates, you must understand what one row is supposed to represent. If the grain is one row per order, order underscore ID may need to be unique. If the grain is one row per order item, the correct key may be order underscore ID plus line underscore number. Without understanding the grain, you may remove valid records or keep invalid ones. This is why select distinct is not a real deduplication strategy. It may hide the symptom. It does not explain the cause. 2 records may represent the same order but have different timestamps. Distinct will keep both, or 2 identical records may actually represent 2 valid business events. Distinct may incorrectly remove one. Good deduplication begins with a business key. Ask, what identifies one unique business event? For an order, it may be order underscore ID. For an order item, it may be order underscore ID and item underscore ID. For an event stream, it may be event underscore ID. Then define which record should survive when duplicates appear. Maybe keep the latest update. Maybe keep the earliest event. Maybe prefer the record from the trusted source. Maybe compare a version number or update timestamp. A common pattern is to use a window function, partition the data by the business key, order by the latest timestamp, assign a row number, then keep row number 1. But even this is only correct if your business rule says the latest record should win. That rule matters more than the SQL. Data engineers should also ask one more question. Why did the duplicate happen? If duplicates suddenly increase from 1% to 20%, do not simply remove them and continue. That may indicate a source retry problem, a broken join, a CDC issue, or a pipeline running twice. Deduplication should not hide upstream failures. It should protect downstream data while making the problem visible. Good pipelines measure duplicates, track duplicate counts, track duplicate percentages, set thresholds. alert when patterns change, and preserve enough metadata to investigate where they came from. In streaming systems, deduplication becomes even more interesting. An event may arrive late, the same event may arrive again. You may need event IDs, watermarks, and time boundaries to decide how long duplicates should be detected. The principle is still the same. Define what makes an event unique before trying to remove duplicates. Here is the key lesson. Duplicates are not just extra rows, they can change revenue. Customer counts, conversion rates, inventory, risk scores, and almost every metric built on top of the data. The most dangerous duplicate is not the one that crashes your pipeline, it is the one that quietly changes a business decision. So before writing deduplication logic, ask 3 questions. What is the grain? What is the business key? And which record should survive? Answer those clearly, and your deduplication logic becomes much safer. Thank you for watching.